Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, I had these great plans. I had this like big old list of things I wanted us to make together. Then I stopped and said, you know what I don't think we've done in a while? I don't think we've done just a good old-fashioned list of 0-point things to keep around the house to keep us on track. Is that true? So if it is not true, I apologize. We're finna have a rerun because y'all, we are gonna talk about just a list of 0-point foods that we can keep around the house. Why am I getting this sense of deja vu? 0-point foods we can keep around the house to keep us on track. So I'll tell you what, y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I'm gonna get some stuff together. I've got a list already so that we can at least kind of try to stay on track. I know, stop laughing. But I'm gonna get ready and I'll be back and we'll get on with our list. All right, y'all, let's do this. So I'm gonna try to be organized, but I always try to be organized and I always end up going down rabbit holes, but I'm gonna try to keep this sort of concise because I say this all the time. I really want this to be useful, not just me sitting here yapping about a bunch of stuff and telling y'all dumb stories. So let's talk about 0-point foods to keep around the house. Now, number one is gonna be my number one. Well, maybe my 1 and 2 are gonna be like my 2 number ones, and then from there on, it's just gonna be a list. So one of my number ones is, I'm almost out of popcorn again, but I have another big one of these out in the garage. Popcorn. Y'all, I eat just plain old Orville Red, sorry, Boot the Rattle. I eat just plain old Orville Redenbacher air-popped popcorn all the time. And I buy just the big old barrel of Orville Redenbacher and pop it in my microwave popcorn popper. So I don't buy like the bags of like 100 calorie, none of that stuff. I just buy that, I pop the thing, and then I eat like 2 or 3 of them. But y'all, it's 0 points, so y'all can shame me, I don't even care. And we've talked about this before. As a matter of fact, this we have not talked about. I'm an Orville Redenbacher's girl, but are there other brands that are good? I have not tried other brands because I'm 100% just brainwashed on this one. So if there are other, no, it's got to be the kind you can just dump in like the popcorn popper from the Walmart, pop in the microwave, not like those fancy in the bag kinds. Because y'all, seriously, I will eat like 3 or 4 of those things of popcorn. So I don't put anything. I put a little salt on it sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, but otherwise I just eat straight up cardboard tasting popcorn. So if there are other kinds like we have a Mills Fleet Farm, some kind of Fleet Farm up the road, and they have these like Mo Gator big bags of popcorn for like the same price as this one like Orville Redenbacher bucket. But I'm like, I don't want a big old Mo Gator bag of bad popcorn. So if you know some good kinds, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep buying my overpriced Orville Redenbacher popcorn. And next item is my Greek yogurt. Y'all know, plain old non-fat Greek yogurt. Now, I am not picky about the brand of this. I will tell you, I don't love the Costco one, and I think it's because it's healthier. Like, Mama, stop listening right now. But when I was at my mom's house, she bought me some organic plain Greek yogurt, and it tasted a little like cheesier than regular Greek yogurt. And I think it's because it was organic and maybe a little bit healthier. And that's what the Costco one tastes like to me, but whatever. Greek yogurt is Greek yogurt pretty much. But like, this is the Walmart. I'll get the Walmart one. I'll get the Sam's one, like the big tubs. I'll get the Aldi one. I don't even care because I eat so much of this. Like, I will do like half of one of these in a day. And that's if I'm not making my non-fat ranch dip, which isn't even on my list. But not even like if I'm making my 0-point ranch dip, like one of these will be gone in a day. So plain non-fat Greek yogurt, 100% on the list. And let's go ahead and talk about 0-point ranch dip because I forgot to put that on my list. So take your Greek yogurt, mix in some Hidden Valley Ranch, just powdered ranch mix with some granulated onion or granulated garlic. And I don't use the onion salt or garlic salt because I don't want all that salt. But then I put some salt in it. I know, y'all, I know. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that's not the craziest thing I'm gonna say today, so just strap in. But anyway, so 0 Point ranch dip, I eat pretty much every single day. I use it as a spread on my bread for sandwiches, like I use it in place of mayonnaise. I'll use it in if I'm having like chicken in a can with maybe some avocado for like to go along with the salad. I'll mix it in that. I'll mix it in tuna salad. I will make deviled eggs with it. So like I said, in place of mayonnaise. So I use tons of that 0 Point, I should air quote ranch dip, because really y'all, it's like non-fat Greek yogurt mixed with ranch, but it's really good. And while it only probably chops out about a point here and there when you use it in place of mayonnaise, y'all, you can be chopping out a point or two every day. Because think about how much, like if you have I have a sandwich a day, like every day for lunch I eat a sandwich, and I don't have, because I was having Hellmann's low-fat mayonnaise, which is a point per tablespoon. So chop out that 1 point every day, and like the little points here and there add up. So what am I even talking about? Plain fat-free Greek yogurt, 100% have to have around the house all the time. Cottage cheese. I didn't get my cottage cheese out because I say it's hard to find fat-free cottage cheese around here. It's hard to find because I'm too lazy to go up the hill to the grocery store that carries it, but almost just made a mess. But you can get fat-free cottage cheese, and that's 0 points. Now, my cottage cheese is usually 2%, which is fine. I just count the points, or 1%, depending on like which store I get it from and how much I'm willing to pay for it. But with those, I will have canned, no sugar added canned fruit. So that's a big old snack with just the points for the cottage cheese. It's really tasty, really filling. So I did not get my cottage cheese out because the cottage cheese that I have is not 0 points, but you can get fat-free cottage cheese, which is 0 points. And y'all, it's 0 points for a lot of cottage cheese. Because you know some stuff like Silk almond milk, for instance, this is 0 points up to, I think it's at 7/8 of a cup, it becomes 1 point. So I just use this like in my, like when I cook, I use this for whatever like needs milk for cooking. Or when I was eating cereal, I would have half a cup of almond milk with, I think I was eating Cheerios or something. But so it was 0 points for the milk. But that's one of those things that once you get to a certain point, you got to start counting points. Fat-free cottage cheese. Now it might be like if you eat 90 cups of it, you got to count a point, but y'all, seriously, up to a whole lot of cups, it's still 0 points. So think about cottage cheese for 0 point foods. Also, now let's just go ahead and talk about fruit. We talked about no sugar added canned fruit. Now, you got to make sure you get the no sugar added one. So no sugar added canned fruits. I always have no sugar added peaches and pears around. I don't know if it's because I like these or just because they're easy to find. You can probably also find those fruit cups. Remember those fruit cups we had when we were kids? Well, you can get them with no sugar added now. I don't buy those. I think I have PTSD from eating them when I was a kid, but no sugar added canned fruit. Again, I really, really like it with cottage cheese. And you can do like regular fruit with your cottage cheese, or you can do frozen fruit. I have frozen fruit. I'm not going to get it out because it's very rattly. But I keep, and y'all, I'm tossing in my brain right now if it's cherry, I think it's cherry berry blend, because I want to say cherry berry blast, and I always say it wrong. But it's the cherry berry combination, and you can get it. I got it at Aldi last time, and it actually turned out it was really good, and it was cheaper than at the Walmart. I usually get it at the Walmart, but either the Walmart one or the Aldi one are just fine. I keep those around all the time, and I also keep blueberries, and I thaw those and mix them with my fat-free plain Greek yogurt in the mornings with some overnight oats for breakfast. So filling. My overnight oats that I make, it's like I do a little thing, and it's 1 point. But it's 0 points for the fruit and 0 points for the yogurt. So I keep frozen fruit, I keep canned fruit. And I don't know if you can see my fruit corner over there, but I keep apples, bananas, and like oranges are starting to get a little bit dicey. Any other fruit that I try to buy has gotten super dicey now. I can't find watermelons. I can't, not even like they're expensive. I can't find them. The past few things of peaches I've gotten are disgusting. So I'm just down to I think I might just even stop trying to buy oranges anymore. Like, cause y'all, I know y'all know, I live in Minnesota and it's starting to get, the weather's starting to get a little questionable up here. So in the winter, it's not easy to get nice fresh fruit, but you can always get apples, you can always get bananas. So I keep apples and bananas around. And my frozen fruit. And somebody pointed out, I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was, but somebody pointed out when I was yapping, go figure, about whether or not frozen fruit is as healthy as fresh fruit. Well, they flash freeze the fruit just like they do the fish and shrimp that I love. So I don't know why it wouldn't be as healthy. Now, you can't get the ones that are like all up in that syrup and stuff, right? You can't get the fruit like suspended in like the syrupy, soupy mixture, but just like plain old frozen fruit, I think should be fine, right? And it's better than not having fruit, and that's my other option in the winter around here. So I keep frozen fruit, fresh fruit, and canned fruit around all the time. That's my Forrest Gump right there. Fried shrimp, boiled shrimp, or no, I guess it's, what was it, Bubba? That's my Bubba. Anyway, so fruit, while we're talking, let's chat about veggies. Y'all, veggies are a great way to sort of bulk up a meal, right? If you can add a fruit and or a veggie to every meal, like think about, and I think we kind of have to sort of broaden the way that we think of fruits and veggies, right? Like lettuce and tomato, add lettuce and tomato to a sandwich. You just added veggies to your meal. Like you just added veggies to your lunch. Fruit, I have fruit with my, with my Greek yogurt for breakfast. I added fruit to my breakfast. So think of ways that you can add things like that, or I cooked with them and then put them away. Carrot chips. Early morning editing, Danielle will be putting in pictures of things that I don't have out because they're too rattly or I forgot to get them. But carrot chips, I get carrot chips at the Walmart. They're like, I think it's like $1.86 a bag now, but they're good to go. Like I open them and can eat them straight out the bag. There's no peeling of the carrots. There's no excuse not to eat them. And I will eat those in place of potato chips or tortilla chips or any other kind of chips. I'll eat those with a sandwich with my fat-free ranch dip and hummus. So good, so filling, and guess what? The hummus that we make is 0 points. So that's also on our list, which is further down, but we'll go ahead and talk about it. Keep a hummus, like a hummus you can dip your veggies in. Okay, I'm not gonna tell y'all what to do. I keep a hummus that I can dip my veggies in, so I make a sun-dried tomato hummus or a roasted red bell pepper hummus. Both of those are 0 points. I keep those around to dip veggies in, and I keep a chocolate hummus that will make you slap your mama. It is so good, y'all, and it's 0 points. So I keep both of those around, and I dip my fruit, like I eat bananas with chocolate hummus all the time. I eat apples with chocolate hummus, so it's a way to get a little bit of protein in on a snack, and it's delicious, and it keeps me from eating 5 candy bars a day because I use actual like real cocoa in that chocolate hummus. So 0 point hummus is a must-have. Let's get back to our veggies, already off track, and we have a list. But so I keep stuff like this. Is cabbage a vegetable? I don't know what cabbage is, but this, you can see, you can see this one is actually like in play, but this is just that coleslaw mix from Walmart. I keep this around. I'll throw this on, like if I'm making a wrap, I'll throw this on my wrap. I have something in the oven that we're gonna be talking about in a little while. I was super tempted to throw this in there, but then I was like, no, calm your jets. Like you don't gotta put everything in every pot. But this is a great way to, again, bulk up stuff. Daisy said, yeah. It's super easy. It's already done for you. You can throw it in a salad, or sometimes I just snack on cabbage. And the furry felons love this. So let me put it down because Daisy's going to keep going until I give her some. Peppers, y'all remember these Anaheim peppers that I bought when we needed, was it ancho peppers? I don't know, we needed some kind of peppers. I didn't even know anything about them, so I bought these Anaheim peppers. They're like bell peppers. Y'all, they turned colors. I chopped up, when we talk about the recipe, the pepper that I throw in there was one of these. They turned like red and orange. I was amazed. I went to grab them. They were sitting on the counter over there, and I went to grab them and chop them up to put in something that I was making for the intern. And I was like, wait a minute, these were green. Anyway, keep bell peppers around. I keep cucumbers, tomatoes, all that kind of stuff. I keep lettuce. I keep the nice like leaf lettuce for sandwiches, and I keep a spring mix, like already cut up salad mix around, because y'all, it is so easy and there's no excuse not to have a salad, because all you got to do, I take it and I put it in one of those like green bags. So all you got to do is grab in the bag, throw it in a bowl, and you got a salad. There's no like cutting it up and cleaning it and doing all the things, because that's just too much work. So of course, the already like pre-made salad is a little more expensive than just the like regular old heads of lettuce, the romaine or whatever. But if it's already cut up and pre-made, I will actually eat it. So I go to the little bit of extra expense to have that around, because the convenience makes me actually eat the stuff versus letting it sit in the fridge, turn liquid, and then get thrown away. So I keep salad, like the salad mix around. I keep cucumbers, lettuce, tomatoes, all that stuff, so that it's, you know, easy to just throw together and have a salad. Good Lord, we're on 0 point foods. Of course, all of those are 0 points. And we made this a while ago, and I'm almost out, so we'll make it again soon. Sorry, the felons are over there acting dicey. We'll make it again soon. I make a low-fat buttermilk salad dressing, which is 0 points for 1 tablespoon. And it might be 0 points for 2 tablespoons, but I do 1 tablespoon of that and 1 tablespoon of light ranch, which then makes it 1 point for 2 tablespoons. But my homemade dressing is 0 points for 1 tablespoon. And sometimes if I'm just doing like a little salad, I'll do just the 1 tablespoon of that with like some chicken in a can and avocado. So delicious. So anyway, a 0 point salad dressing is great to keep around just for like a quickie salad. Eggs, of course, are fabulous. I'm not going to get the eggs out because they're so squeaky, but I keep boiled eggs around all the time. I'll make those egg cups, egg muffins, whatever they're. Hang on, y'all. Let me go let these felons out. I'll be right back. All right, that should calm them down enough, at least to let us finish this. So eggs, we were talking about eggs. Boiled eggs, the egg cups, like where you take eggs, make like scrambled eggs and put them in muffin tins and put in, my thought on that is anything that's yummy in a quiche would be good in these. So I'll do like broccoli and fat-free cheese, or like ground turkey. I'll like, if I have some ground turkey left over from the night before, put that in there, or some like lunch meat turkey, that's good in there. Bell peppers, peppers and onions, any of that stuff is good. So you put that in the bottom of your muffin tin. You pour in some, I just whip my eggs up real good. I don't put anything in them. Put in some egg, stick in the oven, bake it at 350 for like 30-ish minutes until it's good and done. And then you can serve them right then, or they keep really, really well. So they'll keep in the fridge, or let them cool and freeze them, and then just take them out, thaw them, and warm them up when you're ready to serve. So good. So you can do egg cups. Of course, you can do like a fried egg sandwich where the felons are creeping around like somebody is here. Like they went outside for 1 minute and now they're like creeping around the house like things have changed. Anyway, so fried egg sandwich is great, where all you're getting is the points from the bread. I'll do like 2 slices of that Sara Lee Delightful bread, which is 1 point each, because you know, it's a sandwich, so it's 2 pieces of bread. But I'll do 2 pieces of bread, maybe some lettuce and tomato if I'm really hungry, maybe put some fat-free cheese on my eggs, do some of the fat-free ranch dip in place of mayonnaise for the spread on the bread. Y'all, so good, so filling, 2 points. You can, of course, do scrambled eggs. I do scrambled eggs and grits with fat-free cheese very, very often. The only points there are the points for the grits, which is 2 points for a package of grits. So filling, so good. I know, not 0 points. I am not baiting and switching you. I'm just telling you. So eggs are fabulous to keep around. I never know where these should go on a list, but beans, because I don't think they're vegetables. They're definitely not fruits, but I either do, like I'll buy the bags of dried beans and soak them and then cook them in the crock pot for a while, or I'm not above buying like already made canned beans and just heat them up, because beans are a great way to, again, bulk up a meal for 0 points. So I always have black-eyed peas around, and y'all, if I did not have black beans in some form or fashion around, I would get my Cuban girl card pulled. So black beans and black-eyed peas always. Of course I have chickpeas because you gotta make the hummus. So I keep beans. Legumes, apparently, are a great source of protein. I keep saying I need to learn about legumes. I have not done so yet. It's on my list. But anyway, beans, legumes, great 0 point foods. Now, make sure you have to be careful of how, especially canned beans, of how they're prepared. Well, and like deli beans. Like the intern brings home these delicious deli baked beans, which there's literally no way on God's green earth that they can be 0 points because they're so good, but they're so good, I don't even care. I just count the points and go on with my day. So be careful how the beans are prepared. I know, is it maybe Progresso? No, it's not Progresso. It's the other red label, La Something. Red label black beans that are delicious, but they have some points. So again, if you're gonna eat them, just eat them, but count the points. Just be aware of what you're putting in your face hole. So beans are 0 points, but the preparation might add some pointage to you. So beans. Y'all know the proteins we keep around. Ground turkey, that 99%, I think there's also a 98% lean ground turkey. I've never seen it. I can find the 99% and then it jumps down to like 90, I think 93% or something, which I mean isn't like terribly pointy, but it has some pointage to it. So to me, if I'm gonna do that, I'm just gonna do like a lean hamburger. But anyway, 99% lean turkey, I keep around all the time. Fish, y'all know my frozen, I keep tilapia and salmon in the freezer all the time, and that flash frozen shrimp, because they're so easy to thaw and cook quickly, and they actually hold up pretty well in the fridge after you've cooked them. Y'all, I've kept, I'm not saying you, okay, this is one of those, I'm not necessarily saying you should do it, but I have done it. I have kept tilapia that I've grilled in the fridge long enough that I'm like, not sure, and then it's fine. I mean, not like a month, but like a few, like maybe a week. So and I don't know if it's because it was frozen, but it definitely held up better than I thought it would. I don't know if I should have told that story. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it in, but y'all pretend you didn't hear that. So I keep frozen fish and shrimp, chicken. I keep we get like the big things of chicken at Sam's or Costco. I keep those all the time, either the chicken breasts or the tenderloins, if the intern goes shopping and brings them to me, because he's a romantic and brings me the fancy chicken. But either tenderloins or chicken breasts, so those are 0 points. And y'all, even like, I know they're not, like those things can get a little spendy. So not as lean a chicken is still leaner than a lot of other choices of things. So even if you're buying like the thighs or the legs, which are really kind of delicious, like kind of really delicious, sometimes I truly do opt to cook, especially if I'm cooking for the intern, sometimes I do opt to cook with thighs and then just count the points because it's really good. So if that's what you're buying, it's all good. Just count your points. No shame in that game. So chicken, turkey, shrimp, fishes, keep all that stuff. I keep all of that stuff around. And this is just plain laziness. I keep some pre-cooked, it's sideways. I keep some pre-cooked chicken in the fridge. It's not always this one, it's not always this brand, but this is a great, like, just grab it and snack. If I'm in between classes and I'm hungry and I'm like eyeballing a candy bar or something, I will grab that and eat it instead, and it'll like calm me down. It's just straight protein, so it'll like level out my blood sugar and keep me from making bad choices and keep me full longer. So this is definitely like ounce for ounce more expensive than buying raw chicken and cooking it, but like decision per decision, it's worth it to me to buy that so that I have something in the fridge to snack on if things go pear-shaped in a hurry. So I keep those around as well. I don't have a ton of 0-point snacks. I mean, I guess popcorn is probably a snack, but the way I eat it, it's more like a meal. So popcorn is 0 points if you don't put, like if you only put salt or like, you know, some kind of 0-point like mineral thing on it. But, and y'all, I've given this warning before, some of the like shakes or sprays or whatever that you can put on popcorn, be super careful of this. And I know, y'all, I know we know about serving sizes, but be super careful of the serving size. If you want to eat, even popcorn with those shakes on them, you know, like the flavory bits, is probably still a good snack because it's probably still really low in points, but just be aware of the points in what you're putting on your popcorn and how much you're putting on your popcorn of like the flavory bits. So popcorn is a great snack. Applesauce, and again, you gotta get, hang on, let me grab my applesauce and show you. Much like the canned fruit, you have to get the unsweet applesauce because if it doesn't say unsweet on it, there's sugar added and it's a ton of points. So unsweet applesauce is 0 points and it's good, like it's mashed up apples, y'all, it's really good. So unsweet applesauce is a great 0-point snack. We talked about canned, I like this canned no sugar added fruit with cottage cheese. And again, I usually don't get the 0-point cottage cheese, like the fat-free cottage cheese. It's usually the intern goes up the hill to the grocery store and brings it to me. But if you get fat-free cottage cheese with the no sugar added fruit, fabulous 0-point snack. Greek yogurt with either that, I don't like the Greek yogurt with the canned fruit. I like it with frozen fruit, like thawed out frozen fruit, but either way, 0-point snack. My hummus, we talked about the hummuses, the flavors of hummus that we make. Our hummus with veggies, 0 points. Hummus with veggies and 0-point ranch dip, 0 points. So, y'all, like more filling than you can imagine. It's so filling. So veggies dipped in ranch dip and hummus is a great snack, and fruit with hummus is a great snack. I eat that, like I eat a banana with hummus as a snack often, like really often. Like I probably eat 3 or 4 bananas a day sometimes because I'll grab a banana with some hummus as a snack. And then I don't do this, but I have read and people really like frozen grapes or like frozen fruit. Like any kind of, like you take your fruit and you freeze it yourself, but grapes specifically, and apparently if you roll them in, is it sugar-free Jell-O that makes like a yummy little snack? I'm not big on like biting into frozen stuff like that, but if you are, and like I've seriously read in many places that that's a great snack. So like, I mean, I buy frozen fruit, but like make your own frozen fruit kind of fruit is a great snack. And y'all, I got to tell you one more 0-point thing. And I was going to wait and tell you this when we talk about our recipe, but so hominy, I don't know if we've talked about corn. I don't know if we mentioned corn in our vegetables, but corn is 0 points. Well, hominy, which is like the poofed up corn, I don't know that we've ever talked about that. And it's good to, like, you can add it to soup, you can add it to stews. It's a great way to bulk up things like that without adding points to it. And I gotta tell y'all what I did. So I have a soup stew kind of thing that I've never made before in the oven. And we're gonna talk about it. We'll talk about it in a little while. We'll talk about it. But it needed hominy and I was out. So the hominy that I normally buy is like a couple dollars for a can. Well, the Walmart didn't have that, and I was doing a grocery order. So the one that they had was a totally different brand, and it was like, I don't know, $6 for the can. And I was like, $6 for hominy? Are you high? But the one that I buy is like, I don't know, Bush brand or something. It's like some just, normal like Southern white girl brand. And this other one is like Mexican hominy. So I was like, well, maybe the Mexicans have the good corn. I don't even know. And I needed it. So I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to buy it. Well, the ones that I buy are like the normal size can, like this size can, like they come in this size can, maybe like a tiny bit bigger than this, but like normal size can. Do y'all want to see the size of the can of hominy that I got? It's corn, like it's just corn. You want to see the size of a can of corn that you get for $6? It is literally bigger than my head. And I have a big head. But look, it's Mexican style hominy. I wasn't kidding. I was not being racist. So y'all calm down. Yeah, so I think this is 5 pounds. It's not 5 pounds. I can't lift 5 pounds that easy. It's, oh my Lord, goodness gracious, it is 6 pounds. I bought that. I'm stronger than I thought I was. Yeah, I bought 6 pounds and 14 ounces of hominy. I mean, I'm stronger and dumber than I thought I was, because y'all, I needed 15 ounces of hominy. I bought like 100, what is that, 115, 112, 100 and something ounces. Okay, so then my recipe still called for 15 ounces of hominy. So I had to figure out what 15 ounces of hominy looked like out of this 6 pound can. I know. I should not have told that story, but I had to, because I was like, oh, my friends are going to laugh at me because I bought a can of hominy bigger than my head. And why did I not look and see why it was $6? I don't know. I just didn't. So now I have now next week we're going to do hominy recipes. Anyway, y'all get out of here. So that's all. I think that's all of our foods. So I'm looking at my list. I think that's it. So let me put all these up. I'll come back. I'll tell you what I made with 15 of the 110 ounces of hominy that I bought. And then there's like one more step to it. So I'll tell you about that, and then we'll come back and do a taste test, all right? So y'all sit tight. All right, y'all, after all that, I forgot a couple things on my list. And there are things we don't always talk about. So let me just add a couple more things, and then we're gonna get on to what we're making. Salsa. We have talked about this before, but salsa is a great 0 point thing to keep around. But make sure your salsa is 0 points. If they have sugar added, I think it's sugar that makes them not 0 points. So just find you a good 0 point salsa and keep it around. And hot sauce. I love me some hot sauce, and hot sauce is 0 points. So I keep this around I have like 5 different kinds of hot sauce. I keep around all the time. And drinks. We don't often talk about 0 point drinks. I usually just drink water and black coffee and tea. But so obviously water is 0 points, black coffee, and tea with no sugar is 0 points. I know my Southern friends are like, what is wrong with you? I know, but look, if you add sugar to your tea, just count the points. But black, like tea with no sugar, 0 points. And then of course there are a bunch of like drinks out there you can get, like the intern loves he doesn't love them, but somebody discourages him from drinking artificial sweetener. So he drinks these Zevia. This is the ginger ale one. This is the one that he drinks, but it's sweetened with stevia, which is like a sugar derivative. So you can get sodas with, and y'all, this is not cheap, but Zevia, this is what he drinks. I drink these. These are the Walmart ones. They're just like flavored soda waters. And these I think are stevia as well. It's one of those, but it's a sugar derivative, like sweetened with a sugar derivative. And then of course there's all of the sports drinks. I get the noon ones, and the, what are the other ones? The Kool-Aid ones? These. They're not really Kool-Aid, but they taste like Kool-Aid. Propel. I get the Propel fitness drink, the electrolyte ones, and they're 0 points. So, drinks for 0 points. Now, let's talk about what we got going on in the oven. Y'all, I made us some chicken soup with hominy, and I'm both excited and a little nervous. So I made some notes because I'm not sure I remember exactly what I did, and I want to tell y'all what I did. So I started off with a couple of pounds of chicken, and I got that big old pot because I'm never sure how much stuff I'm going to end up with when I start throwing stuff together. So I seared a couple of pounds of chicken, and then I took them out of the pot and threw in some onions, and I put in a little bit of water because I let it get a little too hot. So threw in a little water with my onions, and I put in carrots and that, what was it, the Anaheim pepper that had turned red. Chopped that up about bite size. Threw that in, and some carrots. Did I already say the carrots? Let that cook down, put in some more water, and just let that cook down for a while until the vegetables were tender. And then I added garlic and just let that go for like 2 minutes, like just until it was aromatic. Then I started throwing in stuff. So I think I threw in the hominy, right? I put hominy, so I had tomatoes, right? I had to put in tomatoes. So I took those out of the can and put hominy in the can because that was 15 ounces. So then I dumped in the hominy and I think a can of regular corn and a can of fire roasted diced tomatoes and some diced chilies. And y'all, I debated doing, is it chilies? No, adobo, chilies and adobo. I debated doing some of that, but that gets sometimes I can get a little spicy, and I don't know. I'm just banking on the off chance that the intern might try this. So I didn't do that. I just put in chilies, like the little can of diced chilies, mixed it up, and then I put in a teaspoon and a half of cumin, a teaspoon of chili powder, and then some oregano. I just shook in some oregano. So the others I measured because like it's easy to put in too much chili powder or too much cumin, but you can never have too much oregano. So I just shook in the oregano and I dumped in a bunch of water and I put in about a good dollop of better than bouillon. So like to make chicken broth, and I stirred it down and I let it heat up a bit. And then I said that I like seared the chickens and took them out, right? So then I put the chickens back in and now that's in the oven, and you're supposed to just like cook it on the stovetop, but y'all know I don't do that because I'm always afraid I'm gonna burn it. But if I put it in like a 250 degree oven and just stick it in the oven, it'll just simmer itself and I don't have to worry about it. So it's simmering itself in the oven at 250 degrees now. And once it's simmered for a good while, I'm gonna because I just left those chicken breasts, like I salt and peppered them and just seared them and left them whole. So I'm gonna take those out and shred up the chicken breasts, mix them in, and I don't know, just see what we got. So that's the plan. So I'll come back when that's all done and we'll do a taste test and I don't know, see what we actually got, all right? So y'all sit tight and I'll be back when that's all done.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb.
All right, y'all, I did a little workout while I was waiting for the soup to get done. Then I shredded the chicken, and now we are ready for a taster. So let's taste this and get out of here because I am whooped. So here's what we got. Let's get a big old spoonful. We got stuff. There's some chicken, some carrots, some regular corn, some hominy. Y'all, I just accidentally looked on the side of that big old can of hominy. It's like 24 servings. I know. Quit it. All right, let's taste this. Oh, that is so good. Very flavorful. Oh, the chicken is perfect. That's very good. It's almost a little bit spicy, but not really. I think it must be those two. I mean, there's nothing spicy in it, but it's got just a tiny bit of a bite, maybe from the, I don't even know from what, the tomatoes maybe? I don't know. It's very good, very flavorful. The veg, all the, like the corn, the whatchamacallit, carrots, all are still crisp, like they're firm, they're not mushy. Tons and tons of chicken in there. Y'all, this is really good. I'm very stoked. The intern might try it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let y'all know if he tries it and if he likes it. I'll let y'all know next week, all right? But y'all, for now, I'm out of here. So let us know in the comments, what 0-point foods did I miss? Y'all know I always miss something. So let us know in the comments, what 0-point foods that you keep around the house did I forget from my list? Let us know. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.